Hey YouTubers, let's talk about backdrop. So I've got this orange peel texture on my walls, and after getting a lot of comments on how I might smooth that out, anything from coating it with a skim coat of joint compound to thin styrene, which is ultimately what I used. It actually works really well. So this is 0.03 inch thickness, I think. And you can order it from Home Depot in 4x8 sheets. So I ordered two 4x8 sheets. It's the last place I expected to find it, but they have it. And it allowed me to give a little rounding to that corner there. I could have done it more exaggerated, but I think that looks good. It's enough of a subtlety. And you can see where it ends here. So I have to keep going. To get it to fit in there was, quite a bit of measuring. And actually it's white, but it's casting kind of a light blue hue, and I think that's from the LED. So I might not even paint it. Actually, I might just put the backdrop stickers or pictures on it, and then I'll put all the buildings back in place. And being only 0.03 thickness, it shouldn't really change much in terms of where the buildings sit. I mean, it'll push it out slightly, but probably won't even notice it. What else? So the way I did it is I used this thin painter's paper. Basically, it comes in a roll that's 18 inches, and this space just happens to be 16 inches. So first thing I do is I pin up the paper, and then I line the straight edge along the bottom of the layout, and then I just kind of tuck the extra up in there, and I draw a line. So when I take the paper off, I know where I have to cut it, and then that becomes my template. I lay it on top of the 4x8 styrene. I trace it, and then I cut it out with scissors. And I think the trick is to use the actual straight edge, the edge of the 4x8 against the bottom of the layout, because if you're a little irregular up top, that's fine. You can fill it in if you want to do that, but it's close enough for me. And then it isn't permanently adhered right now, and there's a few ways you could do that. You could do that with construction adhesive, obviously. I don't like the permanence of that stuff because I've used it before. So what I have, and I don't have it with me, but it's it's 1/2 inch double-sided foam tape 3M. It's the strong stuff. I think it's semi-permanent. So I'll probably do maybe a strip along the top, and then I don't know, say every 12 inches a strip down the middle, and that should secure it. And it won't really push it out. And the seams, the way I've learned to do this by comments and by just researching online, is because it's styrene, you just take a thin strip of this and you put it behind here, and then these two pieces overlap that strip. You just glue it with styrene glue, and you get those joints pretty tight, and you could fill them in if you need to with like I might use even a plastic wood, and then just sand it out. So that's how I'm going to continue it. It'll go all the way down, and I will probably round this corner too. It looks so much nicer when you just get that subtle round to the corner. Then I'll just adjust the things, the overpass that tucks in that corner. I'll just round it a bit. And then this straight shot across the CSX yard. So once that's all in place, I'll put the images up. I'm going to try to salvage as much of the original ones as I can. I took them off very carefully, and I put them on wax paper and dried them out, and we will see how that works. But you see, it looks pretty nice. Not sure how the seams are going to come out. I guess it all depends on how true the edges are of the adjoining pieces, but yeah, definitely easier than skim coating and sanding and making all that dust. So stay tuned for more. Cheers.